Shalom, this is Barazal coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled, Love Not the World, okay? Because the world decays, it's going to be destroyed. Well, I don't know why you want to love something that's first of all, wicked. 2, that's going to be destroyed, okay? And 3, that's contrary to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So, it doesn't make any sense. So 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Straight to the point, okay? For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of the life is not of the Father, but is of the world, which is true. It's all about fleshly things, carnal things, things that decay, that corrupt, that rust. Okay? And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever, right? So if you do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to live forever because you're going to get that crown of life, right? People that do the will of the world, they're going to die. They're going to pass away. 1 Corinthians 3:18. 1 Corinthians 3:18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in the world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. Right? And I've encountered men like that. But all you can do is watch and see what happens. But, you kind of use your spiritual discernment and see what's going on. But at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's program, right? But like I said, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in the world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of the world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So the own crafty thoughts and scheming and all that stuff that of the world, the Most High will take them in those own thoughts and destroy them with those own thoughts, right? Because it's foolishness to the Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? So now we're going to go to Matthew 24 and 35. Matthew 24 and 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. So heaven and earth is referring to, the world, right? It's going to pass away, but my word shall not pass away, which is of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is the word, right? Which is the scriptures. So that will live on forever. Hence why we have the Bible right now, like current time, and it was written about 2,000 years ago, roughly. I could be off by a couple of years, but it was written back then. And it's still here right now, right? Because it will not pass away. It will always be here. Because it's the truth, right? So we're going to go to Mark and moving fast because this is a short and quick one and to the point. Right? So anyone that's in the world, they talk about worldly things all the time, carnal things all the time. You have to have your scopes or your spectacles on that person. Be circumspect of them because maybe they're an agent, maybe there's, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. Same thing. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Right? So we're going to go to 1 John. 1 John 4 and 1. 1 John 4 and 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Right? So you can't believe everything every person is saying to you. This is what I'm going through, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, brothers go through things. Demons jump on you and make you think things that are not true. At the end of the day, right, you should have the fear you should have the fear of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, right? Nothing should be stopping you from coming to camp, right? Unless you actually physically cannot make it there because you are locked in your house, Like maybe you're on house arrest or something like that, right? That's the only scenario I can see that. If it's not that, then there's a way you can make it there, right? There has to be a way, because if Most High is dealing with you, he'll find you a way. He'll make a way for you, right? It's just that simple, right? So if someone's saying, oh, well, I got to do this, I got to do that, they're making excuses, then you got to try that spirit, right? Like I said, beloved, believe not every spirit. So don't believe everything they're telling you, because a lot of it is bullshit. Because you see a demon talking to you. Or maybe that brother's not in the truth. Maybe he's just someone who fell out and, he's just in the world. Like he's talking worldly things. Especially if he's talking worldly things, then you should definitely be even more circumspect of him, right? Because he's making excuses for not coming to camp. That's a red flag. Especially if he was coming before and then he just stopped. That's a red flag. But try the spirits, whether they are of Yahweh. So you got to try that spirit. You got to put it through a test. See if this is one of Yahweh's men or not. Because many false prophets are gone out into the world. There you go. There you go. Right? Right. That goes for everybody and everyone. Then range up to 4. Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them. Because greater is he that is in you, which is Yahushai, than he that is in the world, which is Satan. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. There you go. So right? If someone's of the world, they're speaking worldly things all the time. They don't speak carnal slack. They don't speak spiritual things. They don't speak things of truth. They don't speak things of the scriptures. They don't speak, things of going to camp, prophesying. They don't speak things of that. They're just speaking, oh yeah, I was going to the gym. I was lifting X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I'm trying to get bigger. I'm trying to build my chest. All this stuff, right? That has nothing to do with the scriptures, right? When people start speaking of that, I'm like, I have my red flag on you. I have my eye on you, right? You don't talk about coming to camp. You don't talk about any of that stuff. I have my eye on you, which is a red flag, right? We are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. There you go. So if you're talking to them and trying to convince them to come back, you have to understand, if they really are truly a sheep of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, they'll hear you. You hear what you're saying, because what you're saying is the truth. You might be saying you need to come to camp. You're playing a dangerous game. You need to come to camp because things are getting crazy. You're out of the loop. Right? If you tell them this, they should get afraid. They should have the fear of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and get afraid. You'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. And you come to camp. And realistically, you shouldn't even have to tell them this. Right? They should come to you and be like, yo, I want to come to camp. Things are going on. Either way it happens, whether you have to talk to them, whether you don't. If you talk to them and they still are denying and are making excuses, then you need to leave that person alone. You need to leave them alone. Because you're just wasting your breath. Right? If they truly are Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, they will come. Right? So we are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. So if they're not hearing you, then they're not of Yahweh. It's that simple. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Right? So the last one is Ecclesiasticus. The infamous Ecclesiasticus. So we're going to go to 18 and verse 30. Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thy appetites. Let me slack. A little too excited. Ecclesiasticus 18 and 30. Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. Okay? So don't go after your lusts. And lusts they usually have are of the world. They're just of the world. Money, car, women, But refrain thyself from thine appetite. So the things that are those dainties. Refrain yourself. Control yourself. Restrain yourself. Refrain yourself from appetites. Right? You have to exercise balance. You have to. If Yahushua had to do that, then why wouldn't we have to do that? That's what he was doing the whole time. So we have to do the same thing. right? So you have to cut things off. Maybe you can't go to movies and watch movies, right? Maybe you can't do those things like in the world where, which is entertainment, to relax and stuff. Maybe it's not time to relax right now. Anyways, we're in fourth quarter. This is where you're supposed to be, like Apostle Tahar says, you're supposed to be on fire, right? This is fourth quarter. We're supposed to be going even harder. So we can't have distractions, right? Just like anyone that's trying to be a professional athlete, and I've already done it, you can't have distractions. You got to cut those things out because they're going to distract you from the main goal, your main focus, which is making it to the Hall of Fame. And we're trying to make it to the Hall of Fame with Yahushua because he's already there. He's waiting for the elect, right? Right now, we're the hopeful elect because we don't know who the elect is, but, he's waiting. He's like, yo, this is what I like, he already told you what to do. Yeah, that's what the scriptures are. He already told you what to do and how he got there. You just got to follow it. That's it. That's literally it. If you follow the scriptures, you're good. Demons jump on you, whatever, you going fast. You pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You keep repeating and rephrasing the scriptures in your mind, right? Rehearsing those righteous acts, and you're good. It's going to be hard. Of course, it's going to be hard, but you have a guideline, right? The scriptures, the Bible, I think it was Apostle Tahar or Apostle Gabar or Apostle Rhymelab, one of them, especially when I first came in, the Bible, the acronym goes for basic instructions before leaving Earth. These are basic instructions that you just got to follow. But it's not going to be a easy walk. It's going to be a very tough, hard walk. But it can be done because we already seen it being done by Yahushua, Anyways, point has been made. Hope this was an edifying lesson. I really hope and pray this is an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. And we're almost out of here. Don't take the MOTV, which is that digital that digital tracking chip that they're going to inject in your hands or your forehead. Do not take it. Do not take the yob. Okay? Shalom.